Okay, and then the one thing I always forget to do is freaking hit record because I am an idiot. Everyone,
Recording in
recording in
progress.
progress.
No, you're not.
Oh, stop it, Javi. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have David. I just thought it was kind of funny. Jessup. David, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm not good. Not good.
I wonder why. We're about to
Yeah,
find out
not
why.
good.
Next, we have Javi. White boy, please, virus. Javi, how are you doing, sir?
I'm not doing too bad.
Not too bad. Looking good with that. Looking good with that cloud behind you. You want to show that off to the audience?
Thanks, Doug. Here we go, folks. I made this cloud myself. It is dope. It took me a long time.
He is Thor.
It is really cool.
And finally, we have Bobby. Slithis noise, risky Bobby. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm anxious to discuss this masterpiece.
Oh, discuss it. We will. All right. So, release. We watched Spawn of the Slithis, also known as just Slithis. Release date July 21st, 1978, with a running time of 1 hour, 26 minutes. Synopsis, and I'm sober and I can't even talk. A nuclear leak creates a mutant Slithis sea monster, which terrorizes the variety of pets, winos, and hippies who hang around Venice, California. So that is Spawn of the Slithis. I think that's even too much story for what this movie was. Bobby, I think you're the only one with history of this movie, and it's good history. Can you tell us your history about that, the cool story about going into the movie theater, please?
Yeah, so here's the deal. Like, so my mom, we knew this lady that worked at a movie theater, and my mom would just drop me and my sister off, right? Like cheap daycare. Mm-hmm. And Star Wars had been showing, it had been re-released. And I thought, oh, I'll go try out this movie. The chick that worked there told us, like, hey, this is going to be super scary. And they give you like this little handout, it's a little booklet and says, here's how you survive Slithis and all that. Like, you know, it's like you got to keep a cutout in your pocket and you got to join the Slithis fan club. And she said, do you want to meet him? I was like, what? She's like, yeah, we got Slithis in the manager's office. And I was like, well, fuck, I don't know. Do I? I was scared. And she said, you can go in there, but you have to leave the lights off.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. So we opened the door and all I heard was that Slithis floor thing. And I, you know, there might have been a little poop. I don't know, but it was, I was super scared. And he was supposed to like come out and run in the audience. Mm-hmm. And so then the whole time I'm watching the movie and I'm scared to death that he's going to come running down the audience, but they never let him out. I don't know if there's some like OSHA HIPAA thing happening or what, but never got to see him without the lights off. Or like later on in life, I thought maybe it's just some stoner dude in there that worked at the theater making Slithis noises.
Yeah, there's something making Slithis noises.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? That was weird.
Yeah.
So no one came out in the audience. That was the thing, is that they were supposed to put on the outfit and come out in the audience, right?
Yeah. And I wanted it to happen because I really wanted to see some chaos, but I also didn't want to be like trampled because I'm a little guy.
Yeah, it's one of those things like back in the 70s, they had that thing where they would do like, what was it? Even before that, the 50s and the 60s, where they would have like skeletons float through the audience and like ghostly figures, or have people come out in Halloween outfits. And it just brought so much more immersion to the movie. Yeah, that's exciting. But so how old were you think?
10.
10, and it scared the shit out of you?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, the movie isn't that scary. Like the whole kill count's pretty low, you know, and he doesn't make it's like kind of Jaws tame. Like they wanted it to be Jaws, but it was like just like, you know, it's like 10 minutes in before the first kill. Like, come on, you know, kill somebody.
And the first kill is probably the best kill, 100%. Like, I don't know. We'll get into it.
Okay.
Do you have nostalgia? Do you like this movie, or did you realize it was a bad movie when you were a kid?
You know, I liked it for a long time, and then you sent me the link to rewatch it. And now it's more nostalgia of like being in the theater with the whole production of like he's going to come out and stuff. than thinking it's a cult classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. It is considered a classic B movie. It is, and a classic bad movie. But I did not know that watching it, and the whole time I'm watching it today, I'm just like, oh my god, when is this over? Guys, do you guys have any history with this movie other than today? And wishing not to have history?
Just today, and I swear to God, I had like flashbacks. I was in the Holocaust for some reason. It was fun though. I cannot lie. I could see like the enjoyment, like if you're in the theaters and they had some crazy whacked out stoner kid running around out of Slithis through the movie theater. I could see that being a pretty badass experience. But like watching it alone in Grapevine after work, just being killed all day, you're just like, this really did make my day better.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a movie you need to watch with friends. This is a Mystery Science 3000 movie, and it is so bad. David, do you have any history with it other than today?
I mean, I don't mean to bring everyone down, but as a kid, I was 8 years old when this movie came out, and I had a terminal illness, and what it was is I was deathly allergic to shitty fucking movies. And so my doctor said, don't see this fucking piece of shit movie. This is not a movie you watch with your friends unless your friends are assholes. It's boring as fuck. It's an hour and 26 minutes, and if they don't have slow motion scenes in this movie's about 36 minutes long. There's nothing redeeming about this movie. You know how fucking sad it is where you have to say, we had to have a guy in a Slithis outfit to scare people to make this movie worth fucking watching? A movie should just scare people. You shouldn't have to fucking hire somebody and put him in a fucking Creature of the Black Lagoon costume to scare people. What the fuck?
So you give it like a B.
Yeah. So you liked it, is what you're saying.
Oh, so fucking slow. So fucking slow.
It is.
But I think the director had like dyslexia because it's like don't tell, show, and I think he was don't show, tell.
I think he was showing way too much because these scenes, like they literally at one point, like the guy left the scene and then the camera zoomed in on where he left. I was like, holy shit.
Did you guys notice the fucking transitions? What the fuck was up with that?
Yeah.
They were almost like transitions from Batman from like the 1960s.
Yeah.
Batman. It was so fucking weird.
But hang on, here's something else to address. Like that was the first movie I saw, not boobs, a boob. Like that was the first time.
Red hinted boob. Yeah, I was wondering how it was allowed on YouTube because a titty popped up and I was like, holy shit, there it is.
I know. Yeah, they're like, we don't want to censor it. We don't care.
Yeah, was that like a sexual awakening for you, or were you like, holy hell, that's terrible?
It was just that's when I was like, oh, I think I'm interested in what the girls have, not the guys. Like, I want to learn more about this whole situation.
What's weird is like there's that whole thing of like sometimes when you have your first sexual experience, it kind of imprints on you. So Bobby, were you like getting turned on by fish from here on out? like to you is Jaws a porn?
No, but I had a lot of Texas horny toads around.
Raph said, I feel great about the hand now. Thanks, David.
Yeah, the hand is a fucking piece of art compared to this piece of shit.
Well,
and that's the thing. Like we talk about good bad movies. Mm-hmm. Like Troll 2 is a good bad movie because it's actually fun to watch. The only thing that's fun about this movie is that cop. That cop is hilarious.
The lieutenant, yes. Yeah. The lieutenant is outrageous whenever he gets...
Yeah, but everything else is so bad, man. And the slow motion shots are so fucking weird. Especially the beginning when they're playing Frisbee in slow motion. And that music, the fucking soundtrack is from a different movie. That soundtrack does not match this movie at all.
Yeah, the score was like that of Police Academy or an episode of Columbo. It was just...
It sounded like polka, didn't it? It had like a polka.
If you check IMDb, you'll see that almost everybody in the movie peaked at that point and never acted again.
I wonder why.
Yeah. They're like, we can't top this.
Well, nothing happens. I kept saying to my girlfriend, like, every 5 minutes, I was like, nothing has happened yet. Nothing has happened yet. Nothing has happened yet. And then I was at an hour 20, and I was like, they're chasing the monster and still nothing has happened yet. Like, where is the story? Why did he think the Slithis was a giant monster? Why did they make any connection in which they made? The only thing that I thought was interesting is each character had weird little character moments. And I was like, this is so bizarre. Like, they would have conversations, or the wife and the husband would be arguing over nothing. She's like, well, you got to get to class. She's like, bitch, I go to class when I want to go to class. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. And then there was that weird moment of racism where he shakes the dude's hand and he's like, he says the N-word. And I was like, where did that come from? What the hell's going on in this movie? I was shocked. I was like, this is bizarre. But the character moments were interesting to me. I thought, I felt like it was a different movie. Like the couple arguing about the dog. Having been in a relationship where we've argued about the dog a lot lately, I was like, that seems very familiar. So I thought that was interesting. But
So you were watching this movie like, oh, this movie's kind of a slice of life.
kind of hoping Slithis would come.
But it had, I mean, like you have the black dude ship captain and the
Chris, yeah.
main guy. I mean, have you heard of Lethal Weapon? You know, like
It's pulling
I
a lethal
think
weapon. They did.
I
I
think
did
it-
like that because like this is 78, and you're seeing like one of the main characters ends up being African American. I was like, this is pretty badass actually. And at the end, like they were cooperating and stuff like that. And then he was just kind of like, get away from me, white boy. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this is bizarre.
Well,
You know what? Also, this movie feels like a monster movie made in the 50s.
Yes.
You know, the whole idea of like, because in the 50s, it was really big on, nuclear fusion has caused monsters. This felt like a 1950s, even the costume and the way 1950s monsters were always lumbering. Like none of the monsters, like the fucking mummy lumbered, Frankenstein lumbered. This guy was, I mean, he never chased anyone. He was very slow and plodding. This felt like a 1950s movie.
Like honestly, I really think this movie could have been a lot better if they showed the Slithis a lot more and it was done in black and white.
Yeah.
Like that would have been fucking dope.
I mean, maybe it was in many ways a callback to a 1950s monster movie. That makes sense. The faces scene, whenever he's explaining the Slithis and explaining where it could have came from, and they keep cutting to the husband and wife, and they're just
Oh
like,
my God.
oh yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, neither do I. Like, this is absolutely insane. I was gonna say the costume I did like. I wanted to see more of it. You guys are right.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah.
That was kind of the thing I thought that it wasn't great for me was like it looked like a creature from the Black Lagoon mold reject.
Yes, 100%.
Like they're like, no, let's keep working on this.
And put it back in the mold. Put it back in the mold.
Yeah.
No, I liked it because I like corny, stupid like costumes like that. And that was the one thing I was like, I want to see it more. And then at the end, when I got to see it more, I was like, I want to see all of this less because I'm done with this movie. And then he gets killed by like a fish hook, which I guess
An
makes
anchor.
sense.
Anchor.
An anchor. Is that what it was?
Anchor.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But why was the anchor the thing that took him out? Bullets couldn't take him out, but the anchor could.
But they've been working on him, stabbing him and an axe in the back, and and also again, that's some pretty good diversity because the black dude got to give the death blow.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool too, because you're thinking that Greg Brady over there is gonna fucking get it.
No shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
then,
that was Greg Brady's dad.
Yeah, dude, he looked just like him. It was crazy.
I'm Gregory Brady.
How about the gore in this movie? Did that work for anybody?
No, it was paint. It was literally
I don't think it
paint.
worked for anybody.
It was fucking paint. All they did was take paint and they put it on his paw, and he would just rub it on people's faces. And the voice, the what ADR, the dialogue, the screaming never matched up. You would hear a person scream, and their mouth wouldn't be open.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love the fact that the first couple that gets killed, the wife got like eaten completely. Her face is gone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she got it so bad. Like, what the hell happened here? Oh,
the thing that freaked me out when the kids were playing frisbee, like I went back and looked at it still, and I really think those dogs were real dogs that were dead, and they just like slapped them with some paint.
That's I was wondering if those were like cadaver dogs or something like that.
Yeah.
That's really creepy.
That's where their $100,000 budget went to.
How about the the weird sex scene where the guy for 10 minutes, the turtles. First of all, the turtle race.
The most enjoyable part of this whole fucking movie.
I'm in. I've never even knew that existed.
That was the pod racing scene for that movie.
Yes, it was.
And then it turns into a weird The Constable. Do you guys remember when what was it with God damn it, what's his name? Well, Christopher Walken on SNL. Whenever he'd be like, "Come back to my apartment."
The dead zone. Oh no, the Intercontinental.
The Intercontinental. It turned into that for like 10 minutes. I was like, this is weird. And then he's like, let's have some wine. And I was like, the girl just said she was 18. How is this legal? Like, what's going on? It's like, this is creepy as all get up. And then he's like, how about you get naked? I'll go close the door. And then literally the Slithis took him out in one swipe to the neck. Yeah. He's done. He got it quick. And then he freaking in slow motion tangles with the girl for like 5 minutes. And then
that was 27 minutes long.
It was way too long. And I was like, this is really gratuitous. Like,
rolling around with a fucking shell on shrimp. No, thank you.
and then, like you said, the titty flops out, and I was just like, wow, I was shocked they showed that because I didn't think this was a rated R movie because I don't think they curse very much.
It's rated PG.
Yeah.
Is it
PG.
really?
Yeah.
Well,
that's why you didn't see 2 boobs. You can see 1 in PG.
you get 1 boob.
Well, and also PG, it's not violent if it's just fucking red paint.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't think the mods for YouTube even sat through this movie completely.
No.
Okay, is this good? It's good. Just leave it on. It's fine.
Well, also the AI for YouTube couldn't pick up the titty because it was real. And it was like, we don't know what that is.
I was just thinking. Sorry, go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead, Bobby.
My theory on like who invested, who put the money behind this is the Turtle Club person. Like, they're like, you can make the movie, I'll give it to you, but you got to put the turtles in.
It's all a pyramid scheme to get the turtles in.
Yeah.
Like the director was in bed with Big Turtle. Like, listen.
It's really the only thing that makes sense.
I've never seen it before. I didn't even know turtle racing was a thing. Did you guys like?
That's the thing is that the investor was like, man, this turtle racing thing's gonna take off.
Oh, it's gonna be
wait.
We're gonna set so many trends.
Throw a Slithis in there and let them know. They'll know what a Slithis is.
Believe me, after this movie, everybody's gonna have a turtle racing scene in their movie.
It's huge.
So hey, I usually, Duck, at the beginning, you talk about how much a movie cost and how much it made.
100,000. And what it made. Now that's an estimate based on a YouTube video that I watched. Another guy said that, so it could be a lie. What it made, I have no idea. This feels like a student film that somehow got out.
It really does.
Yeah.
It does.
I have no idea why this thing would cost 100,000. I mean, I guess the costume could be expensive, but the rest of it, I mean, I guess there is, like, they use the boat and stuff like that. But
I love that you're literally fishing for, like, your brain is like, well, I guess, I mean, they did have light. They had to get lights.
It's so lame. Nothing makes sense in this movie. Nothing connects, and like maybe I've been spoiled by modern film.
Everything's pointless. This movie is pointless.
You're too used to like the Armageddon Transformers quick stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta let this dialogue sink in.
That riveting dialogue, man. Yeah. You gotta like let the word seep into your soul, Duck.
Yeah.
I had to look online for quotes from this movie, and then eventually I just had to go through the movie and pull stuff because I was just like, no quotes, no nothing. This movie's pretty much forgotten to time. Which I mean,
thanks, Bobby.
But it is considered a superior bad movie. Like a lot of people, and when you look at it, when I was clipping it again, I was like, you know what? I kind of enjoyed a lot of this. I kind of enjoyed, especially the lieutenant scene. I enjoyed the weird, he's explaining the stuff, making the face scene. Like, it's one, I think if any bad movie, you don't always get it on the first go, but it sits and it sinks in and it becomes better over time. But I don't, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Bobby, your opinion, did it get better over time?
See, things, I believe in every decade of your life, you have a different perspective. And now it's not as great as I remembered it.
Right, but I feel like it could have that, like sitting in theater and enjoy.
No,
they were being sincere about this.
This is why, Ducky. Good bad movies have to be watchable, and what I mean by that is they can still be bad, but it has to flow. Like Troll 2, there's never really any super dull parts in Troll 2. It goes, it moves, it's insane, it is bonkers. There are so many slow parts in this movie that does nothing. They don't fucking do anything, which is why this movie has never been on the midnight circuit. This is why this movie is never going to be like a Troll 2 or those other type of cult classics where people go to the midnight theater to watch and yell at the screen and throw shit at it because it's so fucking boring.
It is boring. I mean, I'll give you that. And there were moments where I was like, please be over. Please be over. Please.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the time. I'm like, please be over. But like I said, going back, and I think when we watch the clips, I think we'll get some enjoyment out of them. I really do.
Yeah.
Hobby,
I honestly think this movie would have been great if it was cut and like a little bit shorter and had more monster. Like if you added more monster, really amped up the camp, like you would have had like actually a fun movie here.
Imagine this movie. First of all, Monster Vision, where you get that Coke can vision, where I think it was literally a Coke can they were shooting it through. Monster Vision. Imagine this movie done a completely different movie where you just follow the monster the whole time as it kills. Like I would rather watch that. I think.
Yeah,
that would be better.
That would be good.
I mean, and that's. Oh, sorry. No. Go ahead, Bobby.
Oh, I was just agreeing, but I think and so like the purist in me, like I saw it as Slithis, and like reading up on it, like they wanted to do a sequel, but they didn't, because that was like Slithis to me, and then they put Spawn of Slithis as like the episode 4 A New Hope, like they tacked that on, you know, but they knew they weren't going to get a Spawn of Slithis sequel out of it.
He'd been trying for years to do so. Like evidently the director tried and tried and tried. He just could never get the financing together to make it.
That's so weird, man. That's so weird. What a crime. What a fucking crime, man. Sometimes in this world, one of the hardest lessons to learn is injustice.
I think that I think he knew it was a bad movie though.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that you picked it. I didn't think you would go for it.
Well, no,
we didn't pick it, Bobby. You picked it. You're the one that fucking picked it. We didn't pick it, asshole. Yeah. Don't fucking try to. That's like Bobby telling he's just got done raping a chick, and he's like, "Listen, you shouldn't have worn that short skirt." I mean, I didn't want you to wear that short skirt, but you wore it. So I had to rape you.
My God.
You wore the short skirt. I mean, listen, if you don't want to get raped, don't wear a short skirt. I don't know why you guys picked Slithis. I was surprised when you picked it, motherfucker. You picked it.
Stop putting the word rape and my name in the same sentence.
How do we go from Slithis to rape like
I
this?
know.
Because watching this movie raped my fucking eyes.
Oh my gosh.
And so anyway, here's Wonderwall.
No, dude, I had no idea what to expect. I just thought it was a movie from like the 70s. I didn't know that it was going to be what it was. So, I mean, but at the same time,
what is it?
That's why it's not good. That's why we watch movies though. And you know, Javi's done this to us before where he picked a really bad movie, which I don't think was that bad, but he said he did a little bit in Vengeance where he's like,
yeah, that was the petty bitch in me coming out for Biohunter.
But you know what? Biohunter wasn't that bad. And then I think
Duck, it was bad. I love anime, and I can tell you that it was bad.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. At the end of the day, I enjoyed it because there's no other time we would watch these movies other than for this podcast. So even though Spawn of the Slithis, it was a grueling hour 26, it will stick with me. And that lieutenant scene is what I'm there for. I am there for that and the turtle racing. I've never saw that shit before. So I'm happy. It is
that lieutenant scene is amazing because you know that guy is like a regional actor who does Shakespeare in the Park every summer, and this was his time to shine.
Big break.
And you know that him and the director got into a fight because the director's like, you're being too overboard, and he's like, how dare you tell me I taught at the Midlothian School of Technology and Theatre Arts? How dare you, sir? Good day, sir. He always ends his arguments with good day. Good day, sir.
I literally could watch like a whole movie with that guy as the lead actor. Go ahead, Bobby. What are you going to say? I could. He's good.
Yeah.
He's bad, but he's good. Like, I love him. Like,
I'm with you.
Like, Greg Brady is boring as shit. The black dude, he's entertaining. He brings a little bit of edge to it. I like him. He's fun.
Yeah.
Like when he's on scene or in screen.
Yeah, did you notice? Okay, yeah, you're like, listen, it's pretty cool they hired a black guy. That's awesome. But you also know these racist motherfuckers are like, who's the whitest black guy out there? Fucking get him, assholes.
The fact that they made him say the N-word, I was just like, God damn, this is crazy that this is in this movie. And then, but I was like, whatever. It is what it is.
I'd forgotten that was in there.
Yeah, I was just like, all right.
I forgot that I watched Saturday Night Fever, and boy, they dropped
They
the
say
N-word
it a
like
lot.
crazy. Like, ugh,
Yeah, they say it a
awkward.
lot. Well, is there anything else about Slithis that you guys want to talk about? Anything?
I honestly think Slithis should actually be like in the lore of a few other movies. Like I could see Slithis being involved in the lore of the Guyver. Like I could see the Guyver going toe to toe with Slithis. You know, just like Swamp Thing. Maybe like he run in with the Slithis too.
You know what we need to do? We need to fucking blow up Dead by Daylight Twitter and demand that they make Slithis a new killer.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, there is in the lore of horror movie B movies, Slithis is considered one of people's favorite monsters because I kept coming across B movie horror sites with Slithis and like there's fan art and everything. So he has his place, and I think that we can.
I bet there's fan porn too. I bet there's fan porn art out there with Slithis. Yeah.
Definitely Spawn of the Slithis, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, God, I want to spawn all over your face. Hold on.
Anything else about the movie, though, guys? I mean, it's a pretty light movie. Not a lot going on. So
yeah, there's not a lot. I really do think that when they finished the film, it was only 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck it, make everything slow motion. we do everything slow motion. We might get an hour and a half out of this.
Yeah.
I just think that this movie was made in the wrong decade.
You think
this is definitely a 1950s creature feature movie.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of following him around as he like that would have been a better movie. I totally agree.
Oh yeah, that would have been fun. But what we got was long shots of nothing. So it's just like, but I did like I like the hippies too. I did like that a little bit. Like it kind of goes nowhere. But the fact that he has to go hang out with not so much the hippies, but the homeless and the hippies, and then he's like doing a little bit of investigating. And I was like, what exactly are you investigating? But the little character beats within that, especially the one guy on the news who's like, they don't care about us. We're out here in the streets. Anything could kill us. I was like, this guy's a bit of all right. Where'd this come from? But other than that, I had no idea what was going on half the time in this movie. I have no idea where he got the idea that this thing was even a monster. So who knows? Yeah. And his wife was very attractive. I will say that.
I know, man. I was kind of bummed we didn't get no tit action with her. I gotta tell you, man. Like, man, then I'm gonna toss this move right here. We get some titties from her, but we don't get no titties from her.
I was hoping, but it didn't happen. All right, guys. Recommendations. Hobby.
No.
No. All right. David says no. We'll skip David then because he already gave his recommendation. Hobby, do you recommend it?
I'm gonna put my best gene sales like Spawn of the Slithis, more like Spawn slit my wrist. This movie was bad. I do not recommend it for anybody.
No.
Unless you're with a group of friends and you're drunk and you want to have a good time and make fun of a movie. Yeah.
I'm curious to what Bobby's gonna say. Bobby, do you recommend this movie?
So look, I mean, this movie's been with me a long time, and it holds a special place in my heart. So I have to absolutely say no.
Okay, can I? Okay, go ahead, Duff. Do your recommendation.
No, go ahead, David.
I was just going to say that there's a movie out there that is kind of similar to what this is for Bobby, and it's a movie called The Car. And it's a movie that was on HBO when I was a kid, and my mom worked late shifts, and HBO was my babysitter growing up. And I thought this was the coolest fucking movie. And I recently watched it again, and it is so fucking bad. It is so bad.
We definitely need to watch that at some point then.
Oh my God. I don't know if I want you guys to watch it. It's so fucking bad.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Hobbs.
No, I was going to say, in the same vein of that, I do have my own movie that I loved as a kid that I thought was just fucking great, and The Cat's Pajamas. It was this comedy called Brain Donors with John Turturro, the Cut It Out comedian, and the Dungeon Master from
Collier?
No, the other guy. There was it was like Bob something, and the Dungeon Master from Princess Bride. They were all in this movie together, and I remember as a kid, I fucking loved Brain Donors. I saw it when I was like 29, 30. I was like, Oh, this movie is fucking trash.
Yeah, I've got one. Babes in Toyland with Keanu Reeves and Drew Barrymore. Have you ever seen that shit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's bad, and it's got the father from Empty Nest as the bad guy. I can't think of his name for the life of me. And it is, yeah, it's like Keanu Reeves' second movie after Bill and Ted.
Oh my.
And
no way.
like I said, Drew Barrymore, and it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like for Christmas this year, you've got to track it down. You've got to watch it. It's bad. It's entertaining as F because it's got Keanu Reeves in it, and he's horrible.
Does it have a lot of slow motion shots?
Yes, I think it needs more.
Yeah.
Bobby, other than Spawn of the Slithis, do you have any other guilty pleasure movies?
Oh yeah, tons. Like in the '70s vein. There's one called Blood Beach.
I remember that. It has no blood. No blood. That's the thing about Blood Beach. You notice that?
No, but the monster like that comes up under the beach. This dude was like trying to have sex with a chick, and he took his wiener off, and so he flips over and he's all bloody. But then like the next day, two kids roll up, they find it, and they drive past the cop, and they're like, "We found it. We found the guy's wiener and throw it at the cop." Like somebody wrote that.
That's freaking weird, man. Yeah, I'm gonna say on this movie, do I recommend it? No, I can't. I can't recommend it other than to watch the lieutenant scene, in which you can watch online on YouTube. So go look that up. Slithis lieutenant scene. We're gonna watch a bit of it here. Guys, you ready for some clips?
Let's roll.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's do it.
Clip it up. I forgot to play the trailer, but I think that's okay.
That we're okay. We're okay.
No, I can't. Oh no! Why does it always do that? Other than stop that. Stupid Instagram. Gotta be up though. All right, here we go. Clip time. Clip time. Clippy clips. That's the trailer. Okay. Dead dogs. Let's see how real they look. Slow motion, kid. I'll rewind it. It's not.
See,
That's a fake fucking dog. Or
no, that's a real
dog with shit on it.
Yeah, I think that's a real dog.
It looks like a real dog with.
That's a real dog with a mask on, or something on it, because that's alive.
Yeah, I think it's a dead dog, but I think it's a real dog.
Yeah, I think it's a real dead dog with stuff on top of it. Ah, Jesus Christ!
Ah, Jesus! Look, a young Billy Red Balls. Oh, that's real.
Yeah, that looks real.
Those are real dead dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like patches in Dakota, don't it? Wonder if Mr. Payne knows.
Oh God, not gonna lie, that is 11-year-old me.
Find a dead dog. All right, we got Slithis vision. Look at that. It's like right through a Coke can. You can see the water he just lost.
He's got glaucoma.
I'm out of here. Here's Daddy.
What's up, Daddy?
Oh, I'm in this bitch right now.
Why'd you make something sound like Harvey Firestein?
Oh, look at over here. We have Tony over here. The dogs are barking. That's why I'm on a killing spree. If you shut up your dogs, I wouldn't kill anybody.
Yeah, Jesus, did you put an anchor in my chest? Oh, God.
That's gotta be the Slithis voice for the rest of this. Holy shit, she is dead. Because she got it worse than anyone. Hopefully you see it. Look at that.
Yeah.
She got it so bad.
I love that her hair curlers stayed. The Slithis was killing her, and he was like, "I won't be caught dead in these hair curlers after Labor Day."
Ducky, can you go backwards though to that scene or not? Like, because everybody's focused on the chick, but look at it's like he can't not. It looks like he's about to crack up.
Oh.
He does. He does.
He looks like he's drunk and he's just like passed out sleeping.
Yeah.
He got his arm up behind her.
She got it so bad, though. So
This
bad.
is what happens on Fire Island.
Fuck off.
Okay, Marty, I'll read the rest in tomorrow's paper.
Okay,
Get outta
Mr.
here,
Connors,
kid.
I just thought it was kind of funny, you know?
Thank you, Marty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marty. We'll fuck later.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sick cop.
Sick cop.
Why was he sick? I didn't understand this.
Because he had a cold.
My name is Wayne Connors. I'm a
But this cop was weird. I like that he coughed in his hands and gave his ID back to him.
There was a weird part where the main Greg guy or whatever, Greg Brady, got on his knees in front of the cop, and I was like, is he gonna blow this cop? That's what I kept thinking the whole time.
I think that Slithis, this was a setup for Slithis too. Like, it's actually an airborne disease. And so this was going to be the next infected guy that was going to mutate.
I thought so too for a second. I think I was in pandemic brain thoughts at that time.
And it was really weird because that Bobby's actually right, but the problem is the script for the sequel talked about how half the population wouldn't get vaccinated, and the producers were like, "There's no way. That's so fucking stupid. No one would ever not get vaccinated. What a fucking stupid idea that is."
David Jessup needs an album of these kind of rants because these are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, you know, this can we sidetrack for half a second?
Sure.
Dave's right about that because look up Google or YouTube, 1986 seatbelt law goes into effect. These people were saying the same thing then, like, it's my choice to go through the windshield or not. Like, I'm not wearing a seatbelt.
What it comes down to is people just don't like the government telling them to do certain things. That's all it is.
So you're telling me it would have the inverse effect of the government said, you know what, we don't want you to get our vaccinations anymore. You're cut off.
We're holding them back. No, give me those.
By the way, guys, I got my third shot today. I got my booster today. And about an hour later, I had this weird tingling sensation, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna die." I'm like, "Here we go," and I'm gonna be the poster child for the right. Like, look, see, he got the booster and he died. He should have taken an vasectomy in him.
Those faces, this just made my day.
Oh, this is so great.
Now listen to this. About 20 years ago.
It's like they're on an episode of Sally Jesse Raphael.
This is the forerunner of a modern nuclear power plant, like activity, and had become extremely
Almighty.
They discovered that was a lie.
I'm totally lost.
Well, now you won't.
Crap your pants.
I'm totally lost right now because of an attractive woman in the 70s.
You crapped your pants again, you god damn.
Again. Oh.
By the way, those were real bums. Like they weren't actors. You guys want to make $20?
Slithis again. Here he comes. So is that what you saw, Bobby? Is that what you did? Like you ran?
Yeah, basically. He looks kind of like in that shot. He looks kind of like a precursor to the guys in The Fifth Element.
The big tall dudes that come like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, I like this
Corbin
guy.
Dallas. Corbin Dallas.
Sometimes in the John down there by the beach. Stalls ain't got no locks.
And that's me now. Dude, this movie highlighted all stages of my life.
Oh my god. That's fucking amazing.
Bottle of wine.
And a bottle of wine's about $5 worth.
Look at that hat.
You understand?
Yeah.
That guy in the middle, I don't.
Dude, is that Casey Affleck right there in the middle?
I don't think Casey Affleck is acting because if you watch him, he comes across the most natural of all three.
That's the dads of Matchbox 20. That's Matchbox 10.
All right.
Toxic Dr. Evil. I don't understand why this guy's half his face is gone.
It has the most astounding effect on all living organisms.
Big payoff. That's a jump scare right there.
Racism. Here we go. I clipped it because I'm a terrible person.
Good. Let's sing like.
But this is one of Bobby's jokes.
Yeah.
Dude, that sweater is way too thick for that climate.
Best part of the movie, hands down. Turtle race!
Yes!
Turtle race.
Now
turtle
it's
race,
a movie.
Turtle race. Now we're cranking.
Look at those
Michelangelo's
fuckers go.
I guess that's Leonardo, isn't it? Get out of there.
Nice stuff. Nice stuff.
It's not fair. He's chucked out his neck.
Old Rex, you gotta watch out for him. I don't know why there's a scare.
All right, it's locked. It's locked.
Hey,
Did he grab her titty?
I thought it was
Yes.
stuck. I was waiting and I heard his car. I'm really sorry.
His car.
It's all right. You just scared
That
me.
guy's name is Chad.
My name is
Creepy creeper.
Why don't you get naked when I'm gone? All right.
I've said that before.
Oh.
And I've come back and they still had clothes on.
Yeah, because he got eaten by the Slithis.
Boy, she takes her time on being concerned, doesn't she?
How does she not hear that? That's all I can
know.
hear. It's all I can hear.
Maybe she thinks he's like getting ready by jerking off in the bathroom. Like, And I love that the Slithis slit that guy's throat with a warm caress to his throat. Like, did you see? It was like,
He had to make sure the paint would come off.
Maybe
He
this,
didn't have claws, he had paint brushes.
Look at this.
what is up with this? Actually, I think that's them moving that slow. Like, we can't afford actual slow motion technology. Smooth, super slow, please.
Right.
Don't worry, I didn't clip the titty. Or did I?
Oh, well, now I am worried.
All right, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here for this movie, 100%.
Look, I said no comment and I mean no comment.
Reminds me of John Lovitz. It's
This
so John
guy,
Lovitz.
this guy made up all his dialogue. All of this is
100%.
improv.
100%.
Like, I saw 5 episodes of Kojak. I know what to do.
I know what to say.
All right, we're going from the beginning.
Look, I said no comment and I mean no comment.
That is John Lovitz. That is John Lovitz.
I assumed that had something to do with your visit.
I know you don't think very much of my theory, Lieutenant. But this time I've got evidence that's a bit more substantial.
Well, get on with it, Connors.
Last night the murders took place in the marina because I shut off the creature's access to the canals. Yesterday afternoon, I closed the lock at the marina check-in.
It's against the law to tamper with those
Oh,
locks.
how
You should have been
dare you.
arrested. All right, Connors. It's obvious that you are trying to help us. And if I were not dissatisfied with this mutilation theory myself, you would not be sitting in my office at this time. But I do not believe one word of your slither story.
It's called Slithis.
Slithis.
He's pissed.
Pardon me. Slithis
Pardon me.
story.
That guy.
Mahoney?
That guy rocks. That shit was awesome. Slithis' revenge. Oh, what the shit?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, shit. Fucking
Get in the
Slithis.
car.
He's not doing a lot of damage to the car, though. I think they
Because he's not strong. He's got scoliosis. He's got arthritis in his hips. He can't move very well.
It's hard being a nuclear waste child.
See, that scene cost some money.
What was it?
I was half expecting that car to be like a fake model car.
No, that's real. Oh, the Slithis was on top of the hood. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that before.
That's a stunt right there.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys see who did the stunts?
Who?
In the beginning of the movie, in the credits, it says stunts by Stuntmen of America.
Oh.
Who's the stuntman of America?
I think they do stunts.
Yeah, it's a company that never did stunts again after their main stunt guy died jumping off a fucking mountain with the Slithis costume on and drowning under the weight of a station wagon.
I just didn't notice that it was on the hood. I thought it was like fine. All right, I give up at this point.
Take your time. Not much happening out here.
Did he just get bitch slapped?
He did.
How much happened now?
No, there it is.
That's what happens when you get slapped. You just start to bleed heavily.
Hey, let me see if I can get it to sync up again.
Take your time.
Here we go.
How much happened now? Here.
It's a Coke can, right?
It's a bottle.
A bottle. I mean, it's a Coke bottle, right?
Yeah.
You guys hear that theremin?
Yeah.
Again, it's a 1950s movie.
Oh, delicious. Oh, it
I
was
don't think it's paint. I just think blood looked different in the 70s.
Just like the tits, the blood looked different.
Yeah. Yeah, blood looked different in the 70s because they used fucking paint.
All right, the axe scene. He's never gonna get this axe out of the bag. Oh, geez.
Yeah, because that's how you get an axe out. You just wiggle it out of you.
It's just science. See?
I do like this. He gets them, and then why does it go Technicolor? What was that all about?
That's how you know. That's how you know you beat the final boss.
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
He could live through that. That should not have killed him.
Longest death ever, too. And I kind of hated this end. Kick the Slith. Where he kicks him. He's like, fuck it, you're right. He wasn't right. No! I had to turn it down because that Slithis noise is just it's just killing my ears. Yeah, so that's the clips of the movie. Not a great movie, but like I said, the lieutenant scene is where it is at. Guys, let's recommend some good bad movies real quick.
Well, wait, just real quick, Dougie. I just want to apologize that you had to do that much work.
That's fine, dude. I was a little bit bummed out around 6:30. I was like, I still got to clip this. And then I started clipping it. I was having fun, so it's not a big deal. All right. First one I'm going to recommend is called Suburban Sasquatch. Have you guys ever seen this or heard about it?
Oh, my God, I haven't.
You have it?
I haven't heard of this.
Wait, was that an actual kid or a legit midge?
It could have been a midge.
What's the difference between a midge and a legit midge?
So this movie...
Do you have to have papers if you're a legit midge?
Like purebred dogs or something?
Yes.
Is this
Papers, please.
Is this
Are you a
midge
legit
AKC,
midge
sir?
or not? Let me see your papers.
This podcast alone is why we will never be on SNL. Right there. All right, this movie is pure genius. Let's get to some of the Sasquatch. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, so that's the cops. They're literally like brown shirts with duct tape on them. Look at that. Like, that's how low budget this bad boy is. Let's get to the Sasquatch. There it is. Come on, show the good stuff. There he is.
Aw, dude.
I know. I'm trying to get a good... Oh, they don't have any good scenes of him. All right, that'll work.
When was this movie made?
2013, I believe.
Are you serious?
iPhone?
Yes, it was made. I'm sorry.
Was it made on a black camera for a BlackBerry?
Here.
Or Motorola clamshell?
A BlackBerry.
That's like mini DV looking footage.
Look how bad he looks.
Wow.
That's just a gorilla mask,
It's
right?
awesome, dude.
It's a gorilla
Sasquatch.
costume.
It's a Sasquatch. So
That's
this
about $80 at Party City.
So this one's very, very bad. I love it though. And then we got Birdemic. Javi, you've seen Birdemic, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I do have my own rec for this. Though.
Okay, go ahead. What is your recommendation?
All right. I recommend Inhuman Witch.
Inhuman Witch. What's that about?
Okay. It's about it's done in the same vein of 1950s like space monster drama.
I'm in.
Astronaut is up in space. He comes crashing down. He gets a huge dose of radiation on his way in. And what happens to be in the space capsule with him? A sloppy Joe. And what happens? We get a Brundlefly situation. Man becomes Sloppy Joe, but it turns evil. So it's like, think of a meaty, wetter blob, but instead of acid pink goo, it's just a Sloppy Joe.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm down.
And it's fucking awesome. And it's super campy.
And it's an hour and a half long, so I think
it's super short. I think it's like 80-something minutes or so.
All right. Does anyone else have any recommendations for good, bad movies?
The Car.
The Car, like you said earlier. Yep. I will say it's hard with good, bad movies. I think it's not a horror movie, but I love Mom and Dad Save the World, and that's another one with John Lovitz in it. And a lot of people consider that a bad movie, but I really like it. Like it's
who's in that?
John Lovitz.
Jeffrey.
The guy who was a child molester. That's why it's hard to watch because he was getting into some pedophilic stuff. He was the dad in Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But
is that John Ritter?
No, it's like Jeffrey something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good, Bobby.
There was
Terry Garr.
John Ritter was in a movie that was kind of like that where they, never mind.
You talk about Stay Tuned because I love Stay Tuned.
Yeah, Stay Tuned. Yeah.
We're gonna watch Stay Tuned eventually for this cast because I think it's awesome. Bobby, what'd you have?
I thought I maxed with that, but
yeah, you did.
I mean, I would say Blood Beach, but I just really don't want you to have to go through something almost as painful.
No, don't worry. We're not going to watch it. These are just like recommendations.
These are
that we do for
fun.
fun. Yeah. It's not like we're gonna actually watch what you recommend ever again.
Then Blood Beach, that's the one.
Boom. Rap said, look up Space Movie came out in 1992. Yeah, Rap.
No, I'm not. I'm hip to that one, guy. I already got that.
We know what's up with that, and I am not going to say it out loud.
I mean, we can.
You can say it out loud if you want, Javi, but I don't know.
What's Space Movie?
Gay N-words, but I'm not going to say
from outer space.
Yeah, from outer space. So yeah,
yeah. I saw like a meme that said, "Oh, once you Google the space movie that came out in 1992, you will not be the same." I was like, all right, let's see how bad this will be. I was expecting like a goatsy or one man, one jar type deal. Oh, I wish I had gotten that instead of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
interesting.
I was like, there it is. So, all right, guys, tell them where they can find you on the internet, David. Where you at?
I will be at Facebook at Stop Motion Nightmares, Instagram at Children of Dave, and I'll be at the State Fair of Texas every Friday. The State Fair is done at 8:30, telling jokes.
How is that going, by the way?
Oh, Bobby, you were there.
Yeah, I saw that. What was it like?
It was good. It was a good first show.
Yeah, and what is it just a showcase show? Like you get 6 minutes, or you get more than that? Guys?
I mean, it is me, Barry, Latrice, Angela. So you have 4 comics, each doing 15 minutes each.
Cool.
And it was very weird for me because I had to be super clean, and I had to change. I had to like completely change some jokes because we couldn't talk about shootings or drugs. But I pulled it off, and I think, Bobby, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I had a good set.
I think you had a really good set.
Yeah,
thanks, buddy.
Bobby,
Good
are
answer.
you going up on that too, or where are you at? Where can we find you?
I didn't get invited, so I guess that's a no.
So where can they find you on the internet? What are you doing? Are you going out and doing any shows soon?
I've done a few here and there, just kind of testing the waters again. So I don't have anything booked right now, but if somebody asks, I'll probably do a show.
Hey, guys! Bobby just did the most fucking amazing edit of the new Matrix movie trailer.
Oh,
Really?
thanks.
What?
Dude, but yeah, dude, seriously, like fucking jaw-dropping good.
You can go. You can look YouTube it. I got permission. I didn't get Google. I didn't get a copyright strike.
No shit. So you took the existing footage and you cut a new trailer, or how'd you do it? Did you take that thing they were running online where they had thousands of clips or whatever?
Yeah, I took the first trailer and then used the recut of Pure Imagination, the Willy Wonka song, but from Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
And put it together. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think it works really well. Like,
dude, listen, you guys know me. I am not. I don't fuck around. I don't blow smoke up people's asses. When I hate something, I fucking hate it. But when I love something, I love it. And what Bobby did was fucking legit,
awesome,
pro quality good.
So where can they find that? Is there a certain YouTube channel to find that on?
Yeah, if you use YouTube, you can YouTube Frisky Vision. That's my channel. or YouTube, The Matrix Resurrections Recut. Oh, Resurrections Recut is one word.
Hey,
right.
Bobby, can you send it to me and then I'll put it in the chat for the Camp Slash?
Yeah.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
thanks.
Other than that, you can find us. We are podcast. Oh, sorry. We I can't even think. We are podcast.podbean.com, where you can check out all the podcasts, weapon reviews. I release those on our social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at / We Are Podcast. And finally, Camp / Horrorcast. We're here every Monday at 8 p.m. Next week we'll be back with Isaac Doggett doing funny games, happy games, something like that. I think it's funny games. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, is that a day ruiner?
Oh,
It's
yes.
It's not only is it day ruiner, it's gonna fucking piss you off. Like I remember the first time I saw it, I legit threw my fucking drink and the remote control because I got so fucking pissed.
It sticks with you, man. It sticks with you.
Wait, for Funny Games with Naomi Watts?
Yeah.
No, the original or the American version?
We're doing the American version.
So
we're doing that. Unless you guys think we should do the other one, then I'll talk.
I heard that both are equally fucking.
The American version's pretty twisted and dark, man. It's intense.
Yeah. They're both good. I'm just a snob. That's all.
Oh, I got you. All right. Well, with that said, guys, keep horror in your heart.
Keep horror in your hearts.
Because I'm not drunk. Keep horror in your heart. Thank you so much for checking it out. We are going to cut the feed. Bobby, thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
We'll
me.
have you back, and you can pick whatever movie you want again. And if you want to do Death Bloody Beach, we'll do it. But if you want to,
I'd watch Death Bloody Beach.
whatever movie you want to pick, good sir. Whatever movie you want to pick, we totally watch it. So.
All right. Yeah, it's always fun.